Yeah, we ready right now.
It's about time. I know it's about time. It's about time.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy TT. We are back again with another episode of the Command Time Podcast presented by the Fan Sports Network, live on Twitter and live on YouTube. I am back from my little bit of a vacation I had for myself before the school year gets started for me as a teacher. But I enjoyed it very well. But now it's about time to get ready to talk about Washington Commanders football with my guy Caleb. Caleb, so how you been the past couple of days since I was out?
Good, man. Just evaluating players, just enjoying family, really. Shout out to Granddad. He turned 100 years old.
Oh wow, that's what's up, man.
100 years old. So, man, it's good. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
That is a blessing, most definitely. To live that long, ooh.
The boy seen everything. I saw the first cell phone, Wi-Fi, dial-up. You saw Kennedy, Nixon, so you seen that. Hey man, listen, that's a long life.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to your peoples, man. That's a great accomplishment as well. So we are back. Had a little bit of break. So I guess we can combine both the games that we miss, the Bengals game and this game we just
we can
had today. So overall, how did you feel about the difference from week 2 when we played the Bengals to today, wrapping it up against Baltimore?
So for one, we got blown out on almost every single game, right?
Yes.
I think I'll start off with some highlights. Jaden is Jaden, as we know. It's going to be fun working with Debo in this offense, in my opinion. It's going to be very interesting to see what the running back room will be. I think it's going to be by committee. I also think it's going to be by certain play designs, what back is going to be out there. I think the tight end room is solid for us. It's going to be a very athletic offensive line, in my opinion. I think our run schemes is going to be really good this year. I think we're going to be a better running team last year, even though we were a good running team statistically, but we know deep down that our running backs could have been more successful than what we had this past year, last year. I will say defensively against the Bengals, against their first team, I'm not really upset about their performance. They forced 2 fourth downs. One, they converted off penalty because Luvu don't got no damn sense. He's so antsy. He hasn't played football for so long. Then you got the fourth down conversion with when they scored in the red zone. I will say that the defense, they didn't get gashed. In my opinion. Or as far as the Bengals, they got gashed in less than 5 plays against us. I think Quan Martin had a good showing. I think our defensive front is bigger. They weren't gashed against the run, in my opinion. They weren't terrible. I'm not upset about the first team defense. Yeah, they got to clean up the penalties, but I think there's more to be seen with that defense, in my opinion. But the offense is the offense. I don't got any complaints about the offense. Curious to see what Jalen Lane is going to be. Kime spoke on him highly last night on his podcast, and Dan Quinn loves what he's been doing. They've been using him on the outside, not only in preseason but also in practice too. And he wasn't dressed today, so that just lets you know how they feel about the kid. He's going to be a contributor on offense for sure. He's going to be a contributor. Low lights, I would say our depth is very questionable. Today was bad. It was bad. It's terrible. If you're just looking at all the teams in the NFL and how the team looked, we looked the worst out of everybody, to be honest. As far as some second string, some third string guys, especially third string guys. Oh my goodness, it's bad. Like Ron left us with nothing. All of them picks that we had, them draft picks that we made, I think those guys are supposed to be the back ends of our roster right now. And they're just not. They're just not. That just gets to show you how bad we were at drafting since 2021. Like, it's just been terrible. They're purging this old roster slowly but surely. They're getting rid of some of these guys. They're just continuing to build, man. The kicker is still an issue to me. I don't know what we got to do, man, to get a kicker. I just don't get it. Like, I don't know what we got to do, bro. Like, I've seen kickers hit 60-yarders. One hit a 70-yarder, and we can barely hit a 50-yarder. So they got to bring in competition for the dude. We're going to be fine on both sides of the ball, in my opinion. I just want the defense to be. If our defense is better against the run, I think this defense overall is going to be better, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. If we can stop the run on first and second down and not let teams get 6 yards on us, if they can get 4 yards average, if as long as they're not the bottom 5 rush defense, if they're at least middle of the pack, they can survive. This defense will be better. Run defense wise, I think that's the main issue for our defenses. We all know that. But if they upgrade that, I think the defense is just going to take a jump automatically, in my opinion. But there's some solid guys on this team. There's some solid guys, but just depth wise, it's not good. It's not good, man. I can't hear you, bro.
Dang, I just put C Henry.
There we go.
Okay, so I was saying, from my evaluation through the last 2 preseason games, right now, currently, this team is top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's top heavy because of circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
And by looking at how the second strings is like they can, some of them will flash, but they're not consistent enough. But when you get to the rest of the roster, it's really hard to pick. It's hard to pick the best needle out of the haystack when all of them are pointed at you. And I think for the cut down day coming up in the next couple of days, I'm not going to be shocked, honestly, who will be cut. It's really going to be a surprise cut that some people are speculating or some people didn't expect because of how bad overall the performance for the preseason has been. Now, I'm not going to put so much stake into the preseason. I do want them to at least look competitive and play. And I think the only time we actually had that was literally when the starters were playing the first couple of series against the Bengals. The offense scored instantly. The defense made some plays, of course, against Bengals won, they still scored. But the second series, they were able to get after Joe Burrow a little bit, make some plays. So I'm
and play solid coverage on the back
yeah,
end.
I'm very concerned with the depth because if somebody is hurt on if somebody is hurt at a certain spot,
Yeah, they're
can they get that same production? Can they get that same consistency at that spot? And as much as I love the wide receiver room, I love it when I have at least Terry, Noah Brown, and Debo in there with Jalen Lane. I think without those guys, that's where I get very concerned because I also think that these wide receivers and tight ends were mainly do a disservice because the quarterback play from out
Yeah,
without Jada on the field,
just bad.
it was bad. I really couldn't evaluate the wide receivers much like that. I mean, I guess your best evaluation was maybe the first preseason game, but I think they're just going to go with their gut on this one. I'm very disappointed in how the depth of the roster looks, and I know a lot of people. We already acknowledge we're not that as deep as other, but it kind of shows me now how top heavy we are, and we have to make sure we're managing these minor injuries and things like that throughout the season, a long season as that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did a great job managing vets getting their rest and getting a certain amount of reps for them so they don't feel overused and overworked and their stamina doesn't drain throughout the season. That's why we were all surprised that Zach Ertz lasted so long.
Yeah,
Offensively, I didn't think he was going to play all the games, but and that just shows you how just shows you the coaching staff how they're very knowledgeable of what they have to do to manage these players. But yeah, the depth, they just got to continue getting the depth right, and they just got to try to develop players. Like that's it. I mean, Jordan McGee played decently. Kay Madrano played decently. The corner depth.
that was the only spotlight today. Like the linebackers, legit, the linebackers to me with the spotlight.
All the corners after Noah it's just bad. But I mean, you're not going to keep like 8 corners. You're going to keep at least 5 or 6. So we already know who the top 3 are going to be, and then you got the guys like Jonathan Jones and Noah in there. You can probably keep another guy at the bottom of the roster for the corner room. I mean, I think the safety room is cool. It's also Tyler Owens is another guy. He had a 2 good plays, a couple of good plays.
Yeah, he still needs some season to buy. I think they'll.
Yeah.
Keep him.
So they're definitely going to keep him. I think the O-line depth is one of the best things about this team, in my opinion. I think Fan is
9-day difference from last year.
Yeah, Fan is a decent tackle at best, average tackle at best. Same thing with Wiley. Chris Paul throughout the preseason didn't allow a single. I think he allowed 1 pressure. And Chris Paul he's been looking good. They said, Kyle said on his podcast, like all the players on that team, they know he's very, very strong, very strong. The only area of concern was his weight. Yeah, he dropped his weight down. So hopefully out in space he can be better. They said Cosman was working out, was doing drills today.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's good.
What else, C. Henry?
JCM played. No, JCM didn't.
Bill did not play today.
Yeah, Bill didn't play. Chris Rodriguez played.
Chris Rodriguez.
Chris looked good, bro. Chris looked good.
Yeah,
so he averaged what? 6 yards a carry?
For preseason?
Yeah.
That's not a shock at all. I mean, he did that at college. I think the biggest thing with Chris was trying to get adjusted to running in the NFL than
I think he
Kyle.
lost weight too.
He also lost weight. They said he's playing a little bit faster at the position. So I think that emergence as well. I think that emergence is one of the reasons why they decided to let Robinson go. Um, do we sign a lead running back committee or be truly? It'll be to me. It'll be truly a committee. See Henry. I think it's going to vary week by week. One week is going to be Austin Eckler. Others going to be uh Bill, Chris Rodriguez. I think it's going to be rotation between those three guys right there. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be like oh, Bill is RB1. Now, if he is RB1, okay, then hey, but I think it's going to be a true committee approach because you got Thunder, you got Lightning, then you got Eckler and McNuggets can play third down pass protection.
Then you got Debo
and Jaden's legs.
So I'm not going to say. I think he's the most exciting running back. He's the most intriguing running back out of the whole group. If you go and look at his film, and people on this app, your 7th round running back, like when you look at his film, explosive, one cut. He usually makes the first guy miss.
Yeah.
He's skinny in short space. He can get skinny a little bit and then still keep going with his momentum. Probably the only concern with him is his size. I guess he could put on muscle. He can get a little bit stronger, a little bit bulkier. But I think he's the back with the highest ceiling. I think he has the highest ceiling among all the backs in the room, but I also think I'm not sure if he can be in every. He could probably be an every down back. It's just that we have to see more of it, but not to put any wear and tear on him. Put Chris Rodriguez in. He's very efficient when he got carries. Austin Eckler still a good third down back, veteran. He understands offense. He understands what the defense is trying to do. He understands blitz concepts. And McNichols was solid for us throughout the season last year.
They love McNichols.
So, and then you also got Kaz Allen, but we may keep him on the practice squad. He's playing running back, and he actually averaged 5 yards a pop today. But
whatever.
But I think JCM has the highest ceiling.
I can agree to that.
Guys. So
I can agree to that.
Now, let me ask you this though.
Okay.
Can JCM? Do you think he can get 1,000 all-purpose yards, not rushing, all-purpose?
All-purpose.
1,000 all-purpose yards.
I mean, Brian Robbins got 1,000 all-purpose. I don't think that's necessarily a crazy feat. Now I think the concern will be, like you said, the weight. That's why I think they're going with a running back by committee approach. With Chris Rodriguez being, the heavy dose, he can be the power guy, the short yardage guy,
the closer
at times. Then you got James, you got Thunder and Lightning basically. And then Austin Eckler, when Austin, you saw it last year, when Eckler touched the ball, he was averaging crazy yards at the catch or yards at the contact. And when he was out, we could tell there was missing. So you have him and Debo, that's you can move those guys all over the field. But yeah, to answer your question, getting 1,000 purpose yards is not hard for Krosky Merritt. Brian Robinson did that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the question is, will he be the leading rusher? I don't know. I would like the running backs to be the leading rusher over Jaden. I would like that.
I think that's one of the I think that's probably the biggest question. Will Jaden still be a number one leading rusher? I think that's another question. But you got to account for scrambles as well in that category. So
And that's another thing too that I try to tell people. Like when it comes to Jaden, a lot of Jaden's yards come from more scrambling than it is QB design runs or read options.
because
He's that dangerous as a threat.
he's really not. I'm gonna be honest. He's really not good at design QB runs. He really is not that good at it like Lamar is, or Josh Allen is, or Jalen Hurts is.
I,
I don't
I
think
would
he's
say
that.
he's not as effective like a Lamar Jackson because
That's fair.
Lamar is a different athlete than Jaden.
Yeah, I just
Like
think
Lamar is in a league of his own when it comes to just being an athlete. Jaden, I would say is great under elite. He's a great athlete, but he's not an elite athlete.
hmm Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, back to the original point. Just him being a leading rusher. I think that's going to be intriguing to find out the rest of the year. So
Yeah, I think so too because I think that's going to be key for the offense because for one, the offensive line is improved, and we'll also talk about this soon. We seen Brandon Coleman got some first time reps at left guard in a game situation, and he was blowing people off the ball. So you get Tunzel, Coleman, Biotic, uh, Cosby comes back healthy. Then you'll have a mix of Connolly and Andrew Wiley. Like you get your starting offensive line, and they improve with the running game. The running game should improve with the running backs. You don't trade Brian Robinson if you don't feel like these other guys can have the same production or even better production because these guys have better vision as well. And we saw on the couple of runs like Chris Rodriguez is more of a natural when it comes to finding the crease in the offensive line and getting those yards at the contact.
yeah.
And here's another thing too that I think people need to understand. With Brian Robinson, at times Brian did not play like he was. Brian did not play like he was a bowling ball running back, like a power back. I think he tried to play more like, how do I want to say it? He tried to play more like a scat back, thinking he can outrun you. With Chris Rodriguez, you see his running style. It's downhill. He put his foot down. He's running through dudes. He's still getting yards at the carry. And he doesn't hesitate. Brian Robinson would hesitate and be more timid when it came to running through the offensive line.
And you know what's funny? Did you hear what Chris Russell said about Brian Robinson?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. He said the same thing. Dancing around the lineman, not hitting the hole with conviction, not like, you're not playing to your size. Plus he's not always healthy. Gets nicked up a lot.
That too.
So I think we're going to have better running back production this year. I think we are.
Well, I'm expecting that.
I think we are because of the type of running backs we have and also the offensive line too as well. When you get more athletic on the offensive line and hopefully Cosby comes back, you're going to be able to do pulls, counters, traps, crunch run plays. They can get really creative with their running scheme this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I hope so. And then I hope, with that, we're able to throw the ball downfield after, what you told me before we got on the show. So up here, we got the depth chart that has probably at least all the players that have at least played or who is currently on the roster. So we're gonna do like a mini 53 man cut down up here. um, to see like after this because the preseason is over. They got 2 days to get this roster right. Like who's in and who's out. We're gonna start with a wide receiver room. Who do you think um makes it after your top four?
So
And that's
yes,
Terry,
no,
Noah, Debo, and
yeah.
Lane. Those are the locks.
Chris Moore needs to go.
Chris Moore is cooked. Yeah, he's definitely cooked.
He needs to go.
Okay.
Um,
Where are you at on Luke, man? He don't play at wide, play special team, punt return.
he's taking up a roster spot.
Oh, he's taking up a roster spot.
It's. If it was me, oh man, I'd, I'd, I'd probably cut him if it was up to me.
Wow. So
Yeah, he's not. He ain't it, man.
so
Yeah,
so Luke after
he ain't.
one
No,
season.
no, he ain't it. Nope.
Mm, yeah, man. I just
But you know what's funny? Like we said this today online. Nobody else really stood out either. I mean, Ja'Cory Brooks was good in training camp, but they say he cooled down for a couple of days. Um, Michael Gallup, ugh. KJ Osborne, ugh. Tay Martin, ugh.
but we also have to like I'm just keeping it 100 too. Like none of them separated, but they also didn't get the best benefit of a doubt because none of them played with Marcus Mariota. If Marcus was healthy, I think we would have a better evaluation of the wide receiver room because Hartman and Johnson ain't it. It's not it, dog. Like do you know how bad it was just trying to watch? It was so bad watching the passing game this summer, bro. Like it was trash. The only highlights we have is running. I saw no production from the passing game this preseason. And Jaden didn't even attempt to pass because that's how easy the offense was moving the ball just by running. So, like, looking at this, Chris Moore, he's gone. Gallup, he's gone. To me, your last spot is
You know what? I would keep Luke.
you would keep
What?
Luke.
Yeah. Terry, Noah, Debo, Luke, Jalen Lane, and then does it really matter who else? I
So
mean,
okay, so that's
I'd keep Ja'Cory Brooks.
so you will have 6 wide receivers.
Yes.
Okay, 6 wide. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with 6 wide receivers. Because honestly, I think
But
I like Osborne, but
then he sucks.
I think Brooks has a higher ceiling. But
I
it's just all about. I'd rather take the risk with Brooks than a KJ Osborne.
yeah. I'm on the same note with you.
All right, so I think we're in agreement. We're gonna have Terry McLaurin, Noah, and Debo, your top three. Then the guys that fill the spots, you'll have Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey, and Ja'Cory Brooks. Did Brooks play special teams? I'll have to go back and check and see. Okay, but all right. O-line. Offensive line, we already know we got the starting five. Cosby will be activated at some point. Then your backups. I'm gonna say
Allegretti,
Chris
Paul, George Fant is staying.
Jordan Fant. That's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they're keeping 10 offensive linemen. So they could keep Trent Scott because he can play inside and outside.
6, 7, 8, 9. I think that. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, Caleb. This might be a tough one.
No, not really. Not for me.
No. But listen to me though. I think it'll be tough because I'm not comfortable with Dieter.
Dieter. Well, that's why they got Nick Scott. You forgot about Nick Scott.
No, Nick Harris. But so that's what I'm saying.
Nick
Like
Harris.
I would much take I would take a risk of either keeping between Trent Scott or George Fant than trying to keep both of them. I think it's going to be between these two because I need
keep Fant.
for the experience.
So, Laramie, Coleman, Tyler, Cosme, Wiley, 5.
That's 5 right there.
Connolly,
6. Chris Paul 7. Okay.
Nick Allegretti.
Allegretti, yes, most definitely.
That's 8.
That's 8.
You got to keep a center.
That's what That's what I'm saying. And
so Nick Harris.
I don't want Allegretti playing center.
Nick Harris, George Fant.
I think it's Nick Fant. I think Nick Harris makes the team, yo.
That's what I do. Everybody else can kick grass.
For those people who just came in, we just had a question like with the offensive line. We were stuck with looking at after the top, what we think 7. We get to the final 3. I think Nick Harris makes the team because I can't put my trust in Dieter. And we saw last year when Biotis got hurt, those games where the offense just looked completely different. And I think they're going to stash McKay on the practice squad. But that's where I'm at right there. I think we might have to come back to that too because I think that's an interesting thing we just discovered. All right, tight ends. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Caleb. So
I think they're gonna keep 4.
You think they're gonna keep 4 tight ends?
Yeah.
Is Yankoff the one that makes it?
So, you know how everybody was kind of clowning Ben Standing about Brian Robinson being a cut candidate?
Yes.
So he tweeted something today saying Yankoff tight end 4 or tight end 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He said that.
Yo.
And he had a good play.
Hey,
he had a good play today, too.
If Yankoff is tight end 3, bro. Oh my God.
Like Ben didn't do too much in the preseason, especially well, no, he did have a catch in preseason. But like I said, bro, like it's so hard to evaluate these skill positions because the quarterback was so, excuse my language, but it was so ass.
Bro, that's why.
Like it was bad. So like, and when the quarterbacks did make a solid play, the receiver either dropped it or they just didn't do nothing with it. Like Chris Moore had so many opportunities, but he's so bad. Like, get him off my team. But, what's his name? Mark Bullock had a whole podcast about the tight ends by John Bates, Ben Sinnott, and what they provide offensively. John Bates, he may be the best blocking tight end in the NFL, other than probably Kittle. But yeah, John Bates is really good. Like he's really, really good at his job and what he has to do. Ben Sinnott is a good blocker. And that comes back from his fullback days. So, because that was the first position he played before he transitioned to tight end, fullback. So Yankov had a good play today. And I remember Com specifically, probably a month ago, he said, yeah, Yankov is really, really turning heads. Like he's really, really producing offensively. They may keep. This gonna sound so
So,
net.
so,
I mean, they may put Yankov on practice squad, but
so
Ben
here,
Simmons is staying on the team.
yeah, but here's the thing, though. My question to you and to everybody is: if there's a scenario that Yangon makes the team, but he is over Ben Simmons on the depth chart, would that be a double-edged sword in a sense? And here's why I say this: because AP drafted Senate in the second round, but he also found Kosa Yankov in undrafted free agency. So how would that make you feel? That like it you know what I'm saying? Because like technically Yankov was a running back at UCLA. He got converted to tight end, and you kind of saw some of that playmaking ability today. And it's crazy because Ben Simmons had a play almost similar to that last preseason, the first preseason game against the Jets. But that's gonna be weird, bro, because it's like, dang, like Simmons got passed like that, but he found a gem in Yankov.
I like I said, Ben Simmons provides something offensively. It's just not receiving wise right now. It's him blocking. It's him blocking. Like those read options for Jaden and Ben Simmons is out in space blocking. He's really good at that, but I need a receiving tight end.
Switch to fullback. But it's like a second round.
He may be another Kyle Juszczyk.
I know that's what they kind of drafted him for, but it's like
No. They drafted him to be a tight end.
they drafted him.
If you heard what Adam Peters said, he sees George Kittle in him. He said that, but like as much as we praise Adam Peters for what he's done, I mean, he's gonna miss. Like not every like the greatest GMs don't even hit. Howie Roseman doesn't hit on everything. He hits a lot, but he doesn't hit on everything. Like even the Chiefs GM, they got a good GM. He don't hit on everything. They don't. All the guys they draft, all of them don't end up panning out. But like,
yeah, that's true. Like,
CJ's right. I think Senate needs to be. I think he needs to be a fullback. He may be Kyle. I can't even pronounce his last name.
Juszczyk.
He may be him. That may be what his. That may be what he is, bro. Like. But they need to find. Well, yeah, he did. Did he? Yeah, I think he did.
I think he did, man.
Shit, Radar, you may be right. Yeah, I mean,
fullback is crazy, bro.
Hey man, Kyle Juszczyk is one of the best fullbacks in the world.
Yes.
I mean, the Ravens had a good fullback too. So.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to see. I mean, like, so you would think probably 4 tight ends make it.
3 will make it, and they could put one on the practice squad.
Okay.
We not even gonna talk about the quarterbacks.
I think it's 2.
I do too.
I think it's 2, and they'll probably find somebody like them guys. I can't. If we get down to 2, and personally we don't. Nah,
There's no point in keeping 3. Just keep 2. Like,
and plus, that gives us an extra roster spot.
Yep, keep 2.
Running backs. Okay, we were literally talking about them early in the show.
4.
4.
4.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with 4.
You got Eckler.
Then you can have like
Eckler, Bill.
Casimir or Felton practice squad.
Yeah, Eckler, Bill, Chris, Jeremy McNichols. There you go. That's your 4.
All right,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
cool with that. So let's do a little count real quick. So we have 6 receivers. We have
10 linemen,
10 linemen, so that's 16. We have
3 tight ends. I think it's
3
3.
so that
I think
okay,
it's
is it 3 or is it 4 or
3.
3?
3.
Okay, so that's 19, 2 quarterbacks, 21, and so we got 25 players on offense. Got you. I'm gonna ask one more question too. I might as well ask it now. If there's a one spot that they feel like CeeLo funny, CeeLo funny, bro. I had to read that real quick. I knew somebody was going to ask about the Hurt stuff, bro. Oh, okay. This one I want to ask you, Caleb, because this right here,
CeeLo just pissed me off.
You can't see this, and I don't want everybody to see this, but this is a list of all. You're not gonna see it, bro. I'll probably send it through by text. Dang, relax. This is a list of potential wide receivers who could be potentially cut. Do you think they'll try to add a wide receiver if the Terry thing still lingers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to ask you. I'll probably send you a list of stuff after the show. But let's go ahead and get to the defense. So that we got 25 players on offense. Let's start with the D line.
Dorrance.
You said what?
Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, edge room. I think Farrell's gone. He was playing all the way to the third quarter, I think.
He is ass.
Yeah.
He's bad. He's really bad. He's not good. He's gone. Dorrance Armstrong. You keep Jean Baptiste just because. Von Miller, that's 3. Dietrich Wise, that's 4. Jacob Martin was flying.
Jacob Martin's a beast.
That's 5.
That's 5 edge.
Andre
D
Jones.
tackles, Payne, Kinlaw, Newton.
3. I think they do keep Eddie Goldman.
Yeah. I think they keep Eddie Goldman too.
And I think they keep Sheldon Day. So that's
5.
So you got 10 defensive linemen.
10 D linemen, 5 edge, 5 D tackles.
So that's 35, right?
That's 35 right there.
Linebacker.
Right, linebackers.
Bobby,
Luvu, McGee.
They keep Nick Ballore because he plays special teams.
And I think Madrano makes it.
Now, that kid right there, Cahill,
yeah, I'll stash him on the practice squad.
Yeah.
And I'll probably stash Duke Riley just in case of injury.
Yeah.
But shoes on the practice squad.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got 5 linebackers.
5 linebackers. So it's what, 40 now?
We're at 40. And
DB.
In total or corners?
Total. Okay.
DBs, Lattimore.
You know what? No, we can do corners and safeties. We can separate it.
I only got 5 corners, bro. Lattimore,
Amos, Mikey. 3.
Noah.
Jonathan Jones.
5.
That's 5.
Everybody else is
is ass. Everybody else is ass. So like it doesn't even like they're bad. Like Noah got scored on against the Bengals, but it wasn't bad. Like he wasn't burnt toast. He was right there with them. Joe Burrow just dotted him up. I mean, you can't do nothing about that. It's Joe Burrow. And the PI, like, he didn't get burnt by Jamar Chase. He was right there. He just tugged on his jersey.
Yeah. All right.
But everybody else, oh my God.
Yeah, they there's nothing salvageable, bro.
Yeah.
Safety.
Quan, Will
Will
Harris,
Harris,
Percy.
Reeves, Percy,
I
and
think they keep 5 safeties.
now here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people talked about Worrell 2 straight games.
They're not keeping him over Tyler Owens. Tyler Owens is Tyler Owens. You know what Tyler Owens is? He's that group project. He's that group project you've been working on for the last. You know what he is? He's that group midterm project that you've been working on for damn near half a year, and you're not even done yet. He's the group project for Dan Quinn and Joe Witt. They're keeping him. But they're definitely keeping Quan, Will Harris, Percy, and Reeves. That's 4. Like, those guys are going to be active on game days. God forbid Percy has to play. But I think Reeves is going to play on defense before Percy. And not in coverage, but as run support. Because Jeremy Reeves is not good in coverage. For being honest.
I think we're at 50.
Yeah. So now you got punter. Now you got kicker. And then you got long snapper. There you go.
All right, so that's our unofficial 53. But I will say this: they should have brung a kicker in for competition, bro.
It's so. Oh, shout out to George. He does his podcast on with Big Doug. It's very unfortunate that news came up about what's his name, man? Brandon McManus. That's really unfortunate last year because we had to cut him. They said it was some sexual thing or something.
Oh, yeah, him.
And he got cleared of it. And that boy was kicking lights out for the Packers. It's unfortunate. Well, I don't blame them for cutting him because after what all we've been through, you can't keep somebody like that. So
yeah,
maybe they should have waited and did their due diligence first. But I don't blame them for that.
Ooh. So okay, that's the 50.
Hey, man. You know Jamal? Jamal?
Maul?
Commanders fan. He does Trap or Dive.
Yeah, Maul. Yeah.
This tweet. Oh my God! He. Listen to this. Terry is realizing in real time that the Commanders is a business that'll continue to operate with or without you in their future plans, and you aren't the main attraction anymore.
I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with that, but
it's a reality check to some people who are tied with emotion. Honestly, I mean, I've seen a lot of people talk about like his body language and stuff today. I mean, I ain't really care, bro. To be honest.
his body language. BT, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about it because
let's talk about that real quick.
It was training all day. I literally just seen like 3 tweets. I'm like, I don't know how to feel. It don't really bother me, honestly. Like, I'm just at a point where, like I said the other day, either they come to an agreement, or he just played last year his deal and he tests free agency.
I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that's what they're gonna do, bro. I think they're gonna probably guarantee the whole year. Say, hey Terry, we're gonna do right by you. We're gonna guarantee you the whole year. We're gonna guarantee you the whole year. I I don't know, man. My thing is, okay, what would you do in this Terry situation? You're the GM. You're Adam Peters, DT. What are you doing in this situation? And I'm gonna tell you what I would do with
Do I
Terry.
gotta tell you first, or you gonna tell it?
I mean, I can. You want me to go? I'll go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So listen, I'm offering him 30 mil a year, 2 years. So you play this year. You play, not fully guaranteed, but the next 2 years, I fully guarantee it. 2 years, 30 mil. Let's just say he says no to that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this: if you fully guarantee a contract, can you? It doesn't hurt you if you trade him, right? Like there's no negative. Like you don't lose money.
I ain't no contract dude, bro. So
Okay.
you can't ask me.
So,
Yeah.
so this is what I would do. You can play. You'll play. And if you don't play, I'm gonna fine you. I'm going to fine you. Every single game you don't play. Every single game you don't practice, I'm going to fine you.
Just to slide in, I don't think Terry that dumb.
Okay, well, let's just say he plays, right? So I fully guarantee the contract. I'll come back to the table. Do you still want this deal? I'm not budging because I've said, DT, I'm not paying him over 30 mil a year. I'm not giving you, because we never talked about this on the podcast online. Online people talked about it. I've talked about it. I'd pay him 30 mil a year. I'm not going over 30. Everybody else is getting paid over 30. They have a higher trajectory than him, and they're flat outright better than him. Even some guys getting 30 million are better than him, in my opinion. I give you 30 mil a year, 2 years. And that's what I'm giving him at probably around week 4, week 5, week 6. Probably week 6, I'll come to that. And if he doesn't accept it, I'm trading him. I'm trading him at the trade deadline, and I'm getting assets for him. Because we've seen in the past where we don't get the full value of players and we end up just letting them go for nothing. Trent Williams, Kirk Cousins, like long time ago, DT, we had a chance to get a top 5 pick for Kirk Cousins because the Niners wanted him. And what's that idiot's name?
Bruce Allen.
Bruce Allen said no. They held Trent hostage. And when I was young, I was like, bro, if you don't want to stay here, trade him. Just trade him. Trade him and get the best value while you can. If they can't come to an agreement next year in the middle of the season, I'm trading him. Middle of the season. I'm getting assets for him. I'm getting something. 3rd round pick. Or maybe a second and a second and a 4th. Second and a 5th. I'm getting something for him. Because next year, we're only going to have 2 wide receivers on contract. That's Luke and Jalen Lane. You need to find the predecessor. No, I'm sorry. You need to find a successor for Terry. You need to find your future number 1 receiver. Because at this point, it's getting to a point where, he's pouting. I think he's pouting. He has a bad attitude. He's pouting. His energy's not there as what we've seen him to be. you have to find a successor. I'm getting assets for him. And they fielded calls. They got offers for him. But that's the last thing they want to do. That's the last thing this regime wants to do is trade him because they know how valuable he is to the fan base. They know how valuable he is to the team, to the locker room. Um, they just know how valuable he is to the community. Like Terry is important to this football team and he is important to the community. But, and I'm not calling him this, by the way, when I say this isn't reflective to Terry. But Grandma said, one monkey don't stop no show. So we keep it moving regardless. But at the end of the day, they have to find his successor. And I'm recouping draft picks. I'm recouping a draft pick, or if not a draft pick, I'm recouping a player. And then with my future draft picks and free agency, I can get another receiver that I can try to develop. Because shout out to Deuce, Red Zone in the Lab. Go to his podcast, DT, be on there with him. He's right. Jaden increases the floor of some of these players. He can't help their ceiling. He'll increase the floor. I'll agree with that. It's just where we can find these players at their floor and how much we can elevate them. But yeah, that's what I do. I trade them at the trade deadline if we can't come to an agreement. I trade them. It's a business. It is what it is. If we can't come to an agreement, this is just me speaking. If I'm Adam Peters, I'm going to get some value for him. I'm going to get some type of value for him, and that's by a young player like an Alec Pierce or a Romeo Dobbs from the Packers or somebody or draft picks from a team, or if I could try to fleece somebody to get a he ain't getting no first, but if I can get like a second, if a team can give me a second for him at the trade deadline, I'm taking it. That's if we can't come to an agreement.
I'm gonna let you answer this question first. How does Debo play into the future?
I don't know, bro.
Okay, so this is what I would do if I was Adam Peters. I stay firm in my beliefs, and I'm not going to budge for Terry. That's just the reality of how I see it. Like, I think I literally said it. Like, it's already had been in my mind for the next year that they're going to have to find a wide receiver to go with Jaden on his rookie contract. They're going to have to find a heir apparent. I do agree with you with that, but I do wonder. With my evaluation so far, the wide receiver class next year is deep, but is there going to be, like an elite Neighbors or Brandon Thomas? I'm not sure, but I think it'll be a deep class. But anyway, I think either Terry just plays on the contract and he dips, or he takes what I'm giving him.
But if he dips, I'm going to be pissed off because I'm going to be very, very angry because I want some type of value for him. I'm not letting him walk for free. But I
think it would have to be like we already been hearing that how the relationship and stuff has been. It would have to be like absolutely far, far disgusting for them to trade him. And I'm pretty sure like AP is not scared to trade Terry McLaurin. But I also know that when they say they want Terry to be in Washington, they want Terry to be in Washington.
They do, but just at their price.
Yeah, at their price.
Not at Terry's price. And I do, like, you got Adam Peters, he's a terrorist, he's terrible. Like,
Imagine paying 35 plus million for Terry,
I'm not doing that.
and he. No, I'm just saying. Just imagine doing that, and then when we're looking at, I know people are gonna be like, well, "You shouldn't care about numbers," but like, how does that look if he's still getting like 1,000, like barely 1,000 yards, and he's like, no, bro, like, no. I If I'm paying you like that, you gotta be out there with like the Jamar Chase, the Justin Jefferson, C.D. Lambs.
That's what I'm saying. Or like, and like I said, even a guy. Keep talking, DT. I'm about to look up his. Matter of fact, this shouldn't close. Can you still?
And look, bro, like
Can you still see
even
me, bro?
now they can hear you.
Oh, you can't see me. Okay, hold on.
But like even like AJ Brown, I think it was 23 that he missed some games. He still had 1,000 yards, and he had a higher yards per catch over Terry, bro.
Bro,
Like,
I'm about to, bro. Listen, like, Big Simple. I know you in here, and I know you love Terry, but like, and this is another thing too, bro. Like, we gotta be honest about our players. Like I love Terry, but hold on, bro. Like, hold on, because listen, 35 mil. You want to get paid higher than CD Lamb? Like even the guys at 30, he's not better than AJ Brown. He's not better than Amon Ra. Um, T Higgins. Like I said, I'll give him 30. I'll give him 30. I give him Ayuk money. And even some guys that are getting paid, like even a guy that's getting paid less than him, like Nico Collins is better than him. He's getting paid 24 mil. So like, and the guys that are getting paid, like Garrett Wilson got 32. Garrett Wilson is on a higher trajectory than Terry is right now. Garrett Wilson hasn't even peaked. He's 25 years old. Like, he's going to get better. Like Terry is 30 and he wants 35 mil. Like that's not like, no, man. Like, you're not getting that. Like, you're not getting that. Like, I commend Adam Peters for not caving into a star player. And then you see, because you can look at it from this perspective too. The other players there, it's like, you can look at it two ways. Damn, they're not paying Terry. That's kind of messed up. But it also says, like, Adam is putting his foot down. It's like, I ain't going to let no player bully me either. I don't care how good you are. Now, it's different. If you're an elite player, I think he'll pay them the money. Like Jaden, I don't think he'll have no issue giving him the money that he needs. 'Cause especially if he continues on his trajectory, I don't think he's going to have any issue I don't think he's going to have any issue of paying him. But like, you're not getting 35, bro. Like, that's why I said, DT. Like, I'm not letting him walk. I'm getting assets for him. I'm trading him to a team. I'll trade him to whoever gives me the best offer. You give me a second and a fifth, or a third and a player or a young receiver coming up. You know, it's at this point. I don't know, man. Love you, Terry. You a dog. When we need you the most. Especially on third downs. You're a dog. But you're not worth top 5 money. You're not worth top 5 money. And Maul is right. Terry is seeing, it's like, damn, like, in the past, he got all the limelight. In the past, he got all the credit. In the past, he was the face of... That's so nasty. A receiver being the face of your franchise is nasty.
I mean, he was the bright spot. He was the only bright spot.
He was the only bright spot. And I think Terry is holding that in, saying, yeah, I've been the bright spot for years. And the team, like, He is important to the locker room. He is important to the fan base. I ain't gonna say the fan base don't matter, but fan bases, they're very fickle. Fans are fickle all the time.
Yeah.
If Terry leaves, people are gonna be upset. But if another guy comes in and just blows everything away, people gonna gravitate to that person. So players come, players go, and you think he gonna stay here, DT? You think you think he gonna be here 2 years from now? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right now, I am leaning.
He won't be here.
I'm leaning 55% that he'll be here.
Okay. So you talking about next
But
year?
I mean,
talking about next year?
Yeah.
Okay.
55%. It was 70, but it went down. I also think because of how AP and them do negotiations, like if he's not signed before week 1, then that's when it'll be like, okay, I think Terry's gone. I think Terry just going to play the last year of his deal, and he's going to see what his value really is. And it might be some people that will try to overpay. There's always going to be someone that overpay. But honestly, man, the best situation is here. Rookie quarterback. He hasn't got paid yet. This team is being built while they're trying to compete. And I just feel like this is the best opportunity, dog.
And I think
if he go anywhere else, I don't think he'll be able to really put up consistently these numbers, even if they do have a.
But like Terry doesn't win in this. Like he doesn't win. Like okay, you sit out games. You're not going to get the stats that you want, so therefore you're not going to get the contract you want. Right now, you're not getting the contract that you want. And so if you trade him now, maybe somebody's going to give him. I don't think anybody's going to give him $35 million. Nobody's going to give him what he wants.
If you trade Terry now, I gotta get a player return.
You said what again?
You trade Terry now, I gotta get a player that's going to help us win.
Give me a few teams. Let's just entertain this.
Okay. I'm trying to think. You asked me on the spot. I got to think of teams that have maybe like guys that can help contribute in the room, because this is why I asked about the wide receiver spot. Like, there's going to be some wide receivers cut a couple of days that probably Washington like, but okay, let's say we already just traded Robinson.
I'm gonna help you out. The Packers.
Okay. I was thinking about them.
Romeo Doubs. And by the way, I don't think none of those receivers are number ones. I think
they don't have a number one receiver.
I think at best they're 2s and 3s. Send them home.
I do like Dobbs.
Send him home. Send him home to Indy. He's gonna be in hell. He gonna be right at home, but he's going to be in hell with that quarterback play. But he'll be all right. You survived it before. You can do it again.
Just still looking. Okay, so we said the Packers, Colts.
Yep. Give me Alec.
Do the Colts need to do that? I mean, if we trade,
I want Alec Pierce.
Dang, someone not going to get a ball.
I want Alec Pierce. 37 catches, 828 over 800 receiving yards. I want Alec Pierce. And he had terrible quarterback play. Give me Alec Pierce. What other team?
They got Michael Pittman. They got Josh Downs. They have
Downs.
No, I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm looking at their roster in the top of my head. Like, they got weapons.
They do, but
they just don't have quarterback.
for what we need on offense, I don't want Pittman. I don't want Downs. Pittman doesn't fit what Cliff likes to do. And Downs we don't need because I already got Jalen Lane. I already got a slot receiver, speedy, shifty slot receiver. I already have that. I don't need that. So I want Alec Pierce, a guy that can play on the X and a guy that can win, especially running go routes. He wins running go routes.
Okay. Teams that could use Terry.
Patriots, but if I trade you to the Patriots, I want picks. I don't want a player. There's no player that I would want. There's no player I would want. It's no player I would want. Not to me. Ain't no receiver I want at all.
Let's see. I don't know. They might be okay with a vet, like a Kendrick Bourne or Booty.
No.
Just saying, bro.
If I trade him to the Raiders,
that probably be.
Jacoby Myers, but
You want Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers is damn near the same age as Terry. There's no future with him, so I would want to pick. I'd want a draft pick.
What about the 49ers? With all the injuries going on.
I want a draft pick.
Well, you just traded Robinson.
I want a draft pick.
Buffalo? That might be unrealistic, but I'm just
ask for Khalil Shakir, but they're not giving him up. But that's what I would ask for if I'm the GM. I'm giving you Terry. Give me Khalil Shakir. Give me Khalil Shakir, and give me like a third or a fourth.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Let me do one more. I'm pretty sure they like a couple of guys in the room because they're already talking about trading him back to the team he's played for. But what about Carolina?
Picks.
Pittsburgh will be picks.
Pittsburgh. What receiver do they? I mean, Roman Wilson. No, I don't want him. No.
Just going through this, even some of it don't, bro. Like,
I don't think he's going to be here, DT.
You don't think he's going to be here?
I don't think he's going to be here next year. Something is going to happen between now and before week 1, or between now and like the trade deadline. If he doesn't get a deal, like you said, if he doesn't get a deal done before week 1, he's not going to be here. He just isn't. There is an offer on the table. It's up to Terry to accept it. It's up to him. I mean, there's only a few teams I would swap. I would want a player back for him, because I'm looking for what we need. Because we need a successor after Terry, like we just do. Like it's. I don't want to mispronounce it. Inevitable. Yes, that's the word. It's inevitable. Damn. It's inevitable. Like we just have to. Yeah, he's not going. If it's Kansas City, I want. But if I get into Kansas City, bro, I want fucking Worthy. I want Worthy. If I'm gonna give up Terry, but they're not doing that.
This is definitely an interesting exercise.
But it's something you have to consider. Like up to this point, it's like I said, bro. That's what I
There,
would do.
there's only two wide receivers that would pique my interest, but it wouldn't stop me from drafting another wide receiver next year.
Who?
And that's honestly the kid from the Colts and Dobbs. Those are only two. Everybody else is, like, yeah, you get picks, but I'm strictly talking about winning in the short term currently now. And those two guys will probably help.
I know people make fun of me for me saying, "Oh, you're a troll." Like if somebody if somebody wanted Terry, I would listen to the offer. I'm dead serious. I would listen, especially right now. I would listen. If I can't come to an agreement, like something's got to give, and the organization isn't budging.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Whew, man, this was definitely an episode. Definitely episode. All right, so I think we're done here. We'll definitely be back up here to talk about actual cuts when it becomes official 4:00 on Tuesday, and we will be back with y'all on Wednesday to discuss the things, and we get prepped up for week 1 of the 2025 season. Caleb, you got any last words?
No. That Terry stuff really kind of pissed me off, but you know, it is what it is.
Bro. Well, that's all we got for y'all tonight, man. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday as we get ready for the official 53-man roster and probably potentially more moves to be added onto the roster. It's your boy DT with you guy Caleb. This is Command Time Podcast presented by the Fans First Sports Network, live on YouTube and live on Twitter. We'll catch you guys later.
Got me feeling so free.